stock ideas for tomorrow morning, and for that today let's start with Darshan.
Hi Nikunj, the first counter that you would want to keep your eye on will be JP Associates. Now the company is doing really a lot to actually go ahead and reduce the debt on the books. First of all, in all the three subsidiaries, and JP Associates, what they're doing is selling off two of the cement plants in Gujarat as well as Andhra Pradesh. As far as JP Power Venture is concerned, they're raising money via selling stake in the company. And the last one in JP Infratech, what they'll do is the operations will start soon, so that will start generating revenues for the company. So all these 3 points look very positive as far as JP Associates go.
Ashwini, a very basic Nifty strategy for tomorrow morning?
Well, Nifty is looking a bit sideways, although if 5090 starts breaking, then there could be a short-term downside to about 5050. But overall, 5090 to about 5170 seems to be the range.
Sajeev, from a 6 to 12 month perspective, what's on your watch list?
Generally blue chips, Nikunj, we would look to accumulate Tata Motors on declines, Bharti Airtel in the mid-caps, a higher risk stock, maybe Gujarat Fluorochemicals at around 400. But again, if any of these stocks give you a pop-up of 5 to 10% in the shorter period of time, then our strategy would be to take profits. But the general call at the moment is still stick to 80% of your money in the blue chips and 20% purely for speculative or mid-caps. Things are not that rosy, I feel, still, for mid-caps to outperform large caps over a period of time yet.
And you think Gujarat Fluoro is a blue chip because it's not part of the Nifty 50 and it is not part of the BSE 100 also?
Well, again, that's one stock which hasn't really sold off despite the markets being in this sort of phase. Thin volumes, and when the volumes do pick up, it's one of these stocks which can easily on any given day give you 5 to 10% sort of up move. So it's a speculative stock, Nikunj, but as always, keep a stop loss in, and as a disclosure, we do have an interest in that stock.
One down, Darshan. Second idea from you?
See, the next one will be State Bank of India. If you see SBI over the last few days, it has clearly underperformed the market. What dealers are indicating that, funds are actively accumulating SBI at every decline. And one positive is, the increasing provision cover that the company has will actually help reduce the provisioning burden over the next few quarters. So that is something that is positive as far as SBI is concerned.
Ashwini, for those who intend to go long, what should they buy? And for those who intend to go short, what should they do?
Well, to go short, I think Jet Airways, after a tremendous rally, seems to be weakening. So out there, you could get targets about 365. You can sell that with a stop about 390. And to go long, it's a useful idea to start getting back into defensive. So ITC is a buy with a stop about 247. Target about 260.
Sajeev, final question. What are your thoughts on metals? Because most of the long-term investors are of the view that metal stocks are attractively positioned and they are attractively priced as well.
I agree to an extent. A lot of the bad news is factored in. Prices have been on a downward spiral. But again, if you get stocks like Tata Steel around 400 levels, you're always going to have a decent chance to make 5 to 7% sort of trading gains. You've seen that stock reasonably volatile over the last couple of weeks, which from our perspective is a decent trading stock. So be a bit of a contrarian and start to accumulate, but wait for your prices. I don't think you have to be in too much of a hurry. Tata Steel will go back to 500, 550 at some stage. So if you're getting it at 400 to 410 sort of levels or anything below that, I think that's a great buy.